I seem to be blowing up on Blue Sky, by the way.
Huh. Did you
I,
say
I
something?
also, I may be looked at by the FBI for saying that all MAGA should be ejected into the Atlantic Ocean.
Fearless leader.
I
Right?
mean, Trump is doing a pretty good job of doing that.
Ensuring that?
Doing that in other ways. Like
Yeah.
he's like torpedoing the rural healthcare markets and hospitals, and he's destroying the
Continuing his
livelihood
crusade
of.
against the disabled as well.
Mm.
He's also destroying the ranchers and farmers that support him.
Oh yeah, this is going to be fun come next election.
Yes.
And anybody who says there isn't going to be one doesn't understand the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Also, the whole thing where the elections are run by the states.
Yeah. By the way, the next election is in like a week and a half.
Right. Don't we have special elections? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not special elections, off-year elections. Virginia and New Jersey are doing their governors, attorney generals, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. We got some kook running for an AG here in Arizona. I don't know how in danger our governor Katie Hobbs is. I think she's up for re-election in 26, but
Honestly, I'm not very worried about the Dems' chances in 26, given just how much Republicans have messed things up in just 9 months.
Not only mess things up, but basically trying to bend their base over a table and think nothing's going to come of this.
Well, I mean, it's pretty impressive that.
Well, the disturbing thing is that their idea of how to handle that is to lie that it's the Democrats' fault incredibly blatantly.
Well, I'm not sure how
and
you
the
lie
reason why
about...
it's disturbing is because it shows signs of working a little.
Galax, I'm not sure how they're going to lie about Trump demolishing the East Wing of the White House. Like,
I was going to say, that's a bit public. This is the kind of stuff that gets people tossed into the harbor, I mean, it just... And somebody said, yeah, well, the base, it's like, don't worry, the base will protect them. I said, how are they going to protect... This is what nearly got me in trouble. I said, how is the base going to protect them from the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean?
Or,
if we have Trump, if we... Yeah.
Publicly demanding...
I mean,
or publicly stating he's going to embezzle $250 million from the taxpayers, and saying, the DOJ needs to give me money, needs to give me fucking tribute.
Yeah,
because
that was great.
Oh yeah, if we get a super majority somehow in Congress, it's going to be fun.
Well, they need 67 Dems in the Senate for that to matter.
Yeah. I'm not that lofty on our prospects in 20.
Also, they could reopen the government at any time if they decided to, cancel the filibuster for that, but they might decide they want it later, so they can't do that.
And they could... This is the thing, though. They can't, because any bill that goes through, there's a greater than 90% chance Trump will veto it out of spite. To keep the whole point of this exercise is for him to dismantle the federal government. So if the Republicans suddenly cave and collapse the filibuster to get even a clean continuing resolution through, basically a continuation of that which was before with no additions or subtractions, Trump will veto it. Because this is what he wants. He wants to dismantle everything and sow chaos. So, yeah, it's a bit interesting.
May you live in interesting times. I don't want to anymore. Please,
Yeah.
let me out.
Stop issuing Chinese curses. Next, we'll be investing in loss. Ugh. All right.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm
it's-
kind of blowing up on there. I'm kind of blowing up on there. I now have
Until men in dark
719
suits come
followers.
knocking on your door.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting flagged on Discord for saying blowing up, so regardless of context. I tried to slip some like podcast and VTuber stuff in there to try to, mitigate the ire of the right, but
on Blue Sky, the right isn't really anything you have to worry about.
this
It's
is
the
true.
miserable left that the problem children.
Yeah.
Like enjoying things on Blue Sky seems to be verboten to a certain extent.
Really?
Well, like that's the stereotype anyway. It's like you enjoy waffles.
How
Like,
dare you
why
hate
I
pancakes?
hate waffles. It's
Yeah,
like
or-
it's like, well, most smart people, most intelligent people hate waffles. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Or it's why aren't you thinking of Palestine or whatever? Whatever, or toppling Trump.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
The Dems had 4 years to pass. Yeah, and it's like, no, they really didn't.
Yeah.
And if you understood anything about how our government works, you would never have said that in the first place. The people wailing and wringing their hands. That's the people that, it's like that. I reposted this thing where they said that comparison is the thief of joy, and I said, no, I'm pretty sure it's terminally online leftists.
Yep. I mean, the same people that are tying themselves in knots to justify Nazi tattoos right now.
Wow.
It's
Come on, Adam. Aren't people allowed to enjoy stuff?
I mean, for some reason, we are getting a lot of main senatorial discourse right now.
Oh God! All because of the oyster farmer who apparently was a member of Blackwater.
Yep. And the guy who has a totem cough, or no, he just got that touched up with a symbol
Because
of
it is a wide field, and the obvious institutional favorite took a long time declaring to get in, so there were a lot of other people some people prefer one or more of the other people over that. However, Maine has ranked choice voting, so it shouldn't be a fucking issue.
It shouldn't be, but the Pod Bros picked their choice, and they're clinging to him very obnoxiously, very worryingly. Because
I mean, Governor Mills has done some not great things in terms of the native rights and stuff, and I do like some of the stuff that some of the other guys have said, but
right, but
on the plus side, if it was based solely on how governors respond to native things, I think all 50 governors would fail on some level.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Also, unfortunately, it's just a thing that going against Susan Collins is trying to fucking ice skate uphill.
Right.
Because say what you will about her, and I will say that she pretty much is just another Republican. She's a pretty capable politician and is good at wrangling power.
Yes.
That's a very diplomatic way of putting it.
Yeah. Well, she's proven, if nothing else, to be tough to flush.
Oh my God! Fat bastard left a floaty. Sorry. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, Fallout New Vegas is free again. I should get this copy of it because it's GOG, which means it'll never expire. The Microsoft version could inevitably fail. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? They always cycle them off. Oh, I'm sorry, we lost the license to that. Wink. Isn't that Steam's excuse all the time?
I mean, not really.
Like, I know you spent I know you spent $60 on that, but your game is no longer valid.
No, that doesn't happen on Steam. I have games
As long as you
that
own
are
the game, Steam won't take it away.
yeah. Like I have
Okay.
many a game that have been long delisted that will still download.
And whenever they do get rid of a game and replace it with a new version, you generally get the new version for free.
Yeah, like,
Depends on the
Which is
publisher.
still sometimes you prefer the older version, but
all right, let Adam speak.
yeah, like I can still
Sorry.
download my copy of Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast.
Ooh.
Like, and that's been out of print on Steam for a long time. Anyway, we are
All right.
nearing 11:30.
So yeah,
I think we should call
yes.
it guest absence inside the studio,
Yeah.
etc.
So we'll do our thing. So before we get officially started, so Petty Fan, as I said, I'm getting that external hard drive, and hopefully it comes very quickly. It says it's being shipped separately from all the other items, so I don't have to wait for it in a container with an anime figure. That could take 2 weeks.
I'll be right back.
And then we'll try 14 on Mac, which is a third-party launcher that runs the native Windows version of it on Macintosh with full Metal optimizations. Metal being Apple's equivalent of
I know what Metal
OpenGL.
is.
They said that the crashing. They said that you almost don't notice the crashing because the game is natively unstable, as we found out the last few weeks.
All right, so I guess I should get the which video do we want to do first?
Do you want Bunnicula?
We'll go with Bunnicula first.
All right.
All right.
Let me get the apparatus set up there.
I mean, in fairness, both videos are excellent choices. The circumstances. I used to watch Gravedale High when it was on the air on Saturday mornings.
All right.
I cut it occasionally.
No.
I definitely remember watching episodes.
I used to just sit there and watch the Saturday morning block. I would get up at like 7 in the morning and just start watching for the next 5 hours.
I miss Saturday morning cartoons. Can we go back?
You're asking a lot.
Technically speaking, we can, because, well, if Kevin were here, he'd tell you about Me Tunes, and they do Saturday mornings throwback stuff.
Yeah, but I think what Petty's asking for is a cornucopia of new stuff in a 5-hour block, like our childhoods.
All right.
I'm fine with that not returning. Like, I'll be honest, I'm not somebody who's that nostalgic for the old methodologies. Like, I kind of like having all of the things available at my fingertips.
Okay.
Because it allows us
hopefully
to do this. Like,
that's true.
All right.
I'm hoping that my signal remains stable. I'm on the Wi-Fi on my Verizon because my AT&T is temporarily shut off. I was going to pay it this morning, and I didn't get a chance. So.
All right. I have the screen share started up if we want to check the audio on that.
All right.
Halloween with the Addams Family. Do-do-do-do.
Adams Family, Monday at 3.
Sounds okay to me.
All right.
Oh man.
And before you ask, no, they don't actually have the closed captionings on the YouTube.
Boo. It's okay. I don't need it now that I'm actually using my computer to do this.
I like having them, but that's
alternately, by the way.
also, you know.
Yeah. Alternately, if our experiments with the Mac Mini don't work out as advertised, then I have a 11th generation i9 based Ace Magic computer that allegedly has an FX 550 graphics card in it.
So now we just wait for the return of the Golux.
Yes.
Oh, right. I need to switch over to MSP. Alright, MSP theme is ready. Fuck, I'm using to switch back over the audio. God damn it.
Sorry about that. I could hear the laundry machine banging, so I had to go fix it.
Alright.
I'm back.
Did you fix it?
Yeah.
Good.
I just had to rearrange the balance of stuff in it.
Alright. So we are ready to begin then?
Seems like it.
Alright. Set default. Alright, am I still here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So I guess we are ready to begin whenever. Does anybody got a countdown for me so I can do the thing?
Golix?
We can begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It looks like we lost Mac.
God damn it.
Yeah, he dropped out the instant I did the countdown.
I couldn't see him.
I was wondering if he was trying to say something and it didn't go through, and that's why.
Mayhaps. 10 out of 10 open.
I mean,
so how y'all doing, chat?
yeah.
Can we go with this, or are we waiting?
Mac's offline completely, so we might
Yeah,
be taking this again.
Yeah, we're in holding pattern until he shows up again. Kind of important to know what happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
or if indeed he'll show back up.
Yes.
Because, you know,
Did our MC
like
just get Thanos snapped?
yeah, like, you know, did his power go out? Did the feds finally raid his home? No.
FBI, open up. God damn it.
So, yeah.
How about that sports ball game and whatnot?
Huh. Good question. Like, I've seen a lot of baseball talk.
You
Nothing
couldn't pay me to
else.
get interested in baseball.
I'm not interested in baseball, but a lot of people I follow on social media are.
Mm,
So certainly have been hearing a lot about Blue Jays and Mariners. Even if I were into baseball, don't care about those teams. So,
mm.
I mean, I guess go Blue Jays because go Canada. I genuinely, I really don't have any opinions there. This is always awkward.
Yeah.
We gotta fill the space, and we don't know how long it's gonna last.
Yeah.
Like,
Because both Max
Uh,
accounts are offline.
which isn't great.
Right.
Just trying to think. Like, how long we should wait.
Ah, he lives.
So I absolutely left some of my other power sources on, and then the internet was attached to the one that just ran out.
Oops.
Pretty sad. I had it fully charged before we started, but because I left it plugged in and turned on while I was out getting dinner, it depleted it. So yay.
So you
So-
good now?
For the moment.
All right, so I guess we can try doing the beginning again.
Yeah.
All right, let me get
right.
back down in the cellar. All right. Are you going to say something after the countdown, or do you just want me to roll the music?
I just roll the music.
All right. All right, Gullix, count us down.
Okay, we can actually begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Moonhawk Studios Presents Such As It Is. I am your host, Mac Paladin. With me in the studio is my good friend Adam.
We're hoping your power doesn't drop out again.
Yeah, I left some things running absent-mindedly, and now it's. I'm having that moment that they, my old school had these signs from the '70s that said, "When in doubt, turn it out." And I'm having flashbacks to that. We also have Petty Fan running the technicals.
Half blind. Woo!
Yeah, he's not kidding. He's got an eye patch.
No eye patch currently.
You're just holding your hand over your head going, I've been shot!
Tissues over on the glasses, but yes.
Yeah. And colorful as always, the comics.
Hopefully not too colorful.
Well, I know that sounded
Don't want to
unenthusiastic,
get
but
canceled for that.
yeah. My adventures on Blue Sky, they'll be burying me in the gulag under Leavenworth before you know it.
Oh man, that'd be able to visit you.
Yeah. I'll only be an hour away.
Hour and a half, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I wasn't trying to dox you. That's why I was. Anyway, we haven't heard from our guests, so we're assuming that they have either misunderstood the schedule or weren't planning on showing up in the first place. So we're going to proceed with Plan B.
Yes.
B for
Um,
Bunnicula.
we'll get into that in a bit. But,
Yes. But
first
before we get into the specifics, yes, let's do the news. Adam, get it started.
All right. So, well, first up, it's fall, which means it's the changing of the seasons, which means it's easier for people, particularly children, to get sick. So, tomorrow, I am getting my flu shot.
Uh-huh. So that way you can get sick preemptively.
I mean,
that's what always happens to me when I get a flu shot. So
I'm much more receptive to like the flu shots. Like I don't get sick off of them. At least I haven't before. I guess there's always the chance.
right.
But the point is, especially since I have to look after children every now and again, I want to protect my health from children germs. Nothing against them, but children are more susceptible to get sick, and fall time diseases are very communicatable. So, standard stuff, really. And let's see. Once again, this seems to be the year where I see long lost or family members, as I got my aunt on my mother's side coming in because she's retiring and she's buying a house in town. She's just stopping by because, well, there's paperwork issues to be ironed out, and she's not staying in town yet. It's a whole thing, but
right.
going to see her, what should be good, at least in theory. I mean, family members being family members. Plus, how do I put this? She's known as the antisocial one. So, I'm just hoping, no major flare-ups. I don't think that'll occur. Anyway, that's my news for the week. Ordinarily, we transition over to Kevin, but he's not here because of his day job's work schedule. So that means it's your go, Petty.
Before you start, I'm going to be right back because I got to go unplug one of the power banks because it's taking too much juice. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I guess a little bit of cleanup. For anybody who missed last week, I was in the ER for my right eye, and we learned Friday at the optometrist I have a fairly nasty viral infection. So that's been fun. They gave me some antiviral meds for it, and I went back on Tuesday, and they gave me an antibiotic to help keep stuff out of the eye, because, that's a bit important. The eye still hurts a lot, and while the doctor said it's looking better, it's not feeling better. So, like, looking at, like, the screen and stuff like that is still very uncomfortable. So, hopefully these new eye drops help at least, clear the stuff out, and my cornea will get back to its normal shape, and everything will be hunky-dory, in a few days, if not, relatively soon. Because this has not been fun. Like, 0 out of 10. I do have another dentist, another eye doctor appointment on Friday. This one is an afternoon appointment. Hopefully my friend can get me to it, so then I don't have to go to work with my mom and just basically sit around the dentist office all day. So yeah, that's going to be, I won't know anything on that till tomorrow afternoon, evening-ish. And I guess an update on the stuff that's going on with the house, like insurance debacle about them trying to cancel our homeowners insurance. Our new agent was looking through the stuff on our account and nothing was filed about the issues that I guess the adjuster put in that can cause us to lose our insurance. So even he's the agent doesn't know what the hell's going on there. We are almost done with the list. The couple major things are citing the area with the removed window, and then figuring out what to be done with the roof itself. So hopefully we find out something soon, and in a perfect world, insurance will honor the, roof, and we don't have to pay for that other than the deductible, which is like $500. Which is, a hell of a lot better than forking out for a whole roof replacement. But yeah, I think that's it from me. Gulix?
Pretty low key around here. My parents were gonna go away this weekend, but Dad's not feeling good and is recovering from a minor injury, so they're not. But I'm still taking a long weekend off because I have a lot of ETO to use. Otherwise, not a lot of new developments. In my spare time, I've mostly been playing Super Robot Wars Y, but also this past week, Pokemon Legends ZA came out. And I finally got my copy because instead of going to a store to pick it up, I decided to last minute pre-order it from GameStop just to get the trench coat outfit, because it doesn't make any significant difference. So I'll probably be going more into that as we go forward. I think that's about all I got. Most of the other stuff has been kind of on pause, like the Digimon stuff has been on pause because of the Petty's eye.
Yeah.
I did go to the Digimon pre-release last weekend.
Oh, you had yours?
And got my
Ours
butt
was
kicked,
delayed
yeah.
a week.
We had it, but we didn't have the pre-release packs in. I got my butt kicked, but I'm not surprised since I barely get to play, so. So yeah, that's about what I got.
All right. Well, I'm back-ish. I guess part of the power consumption problem was that my Xbox One was turned on because a cable brushed the power button. Oh, Lord. Yeah. So that turned everything on. We'll see how long this whole situation lasts. I may not be doing Overwatch 2 tomorrow because, like I said, everything got drained. like a vampire, like an electrical vampire here. What the hell is going on? I don't know. I owe a lot of people money, so.
Isn't that every week?
Yeah. Seems like it, doesn't it?
Certainly.
But yeah. Where are my location rewards on Benjamin? That'll help. Get my 7 cents. Yeah, it's just been crazy. I don't know what else to say. As I mentioned last week, Varias and I are speaking again, so there may be some forward progress on some animation projects. But I need to have a consistent power bank for that to actually happen, because I'm actually doing the bulk of the work these days. And if I can't run my i7 computer here with all of my software and stuff for development, nothing is going nowhere. So yeah, that's what I've been trying to figure out, is how to make that work more consistently without problems. And I suspect that at least one of the batteries in my battery box may have gone bad or has gone dormant because its BCM shut it off or something, and I have to go through each and every one of them and hit them with the little tiny 2 amp charger to reactivate the BCM and then get full capacity back. So very annoying. Very annoying indeed. I was going to try to move Overwatch and Final Fantasy 14 over to the Mac Mini. Mac Mini 14 is doable, but I need more storage space, so I've rectified that on Temu. There's a 1 terabyte external USB-C hard drive coming in, because I am not dismantling this thing and ordering a proprietary M2 hard drive that only works with Macintoshes just to make this work. It is a lot of hassle, and if I can get sufficient performance to make it work externally, then that's what I'm going to do, goddammit. But I bought the base model, and it only has a 256 gig hard drive, so guess what? Other than that, it's as for Overwatch, that's going to have to wait until I get a better. I've got a different Ace Magic computer bookmarked in Temu that has an i9 processor with a NVIDIA graphics card chip integrated into it. So we'll hope that that actually works. Hold on a second. Chasing a bug here. We'll hope that actually works and isn't more waste of time and money. But that's the closest thing in the budget that's going to make all this thing fit. So I guess we're stuck. Otherwise, it's limping along at 4 frames per second and hoping I don't clip out into a crash again, because that gets you suspended on Overwatch. So that's fun. Oh, your computer crashed out? Well, we have no idea if you did that deliberately or not, so we're just going to assume fuckery on your part and ban you. So I just want to make sure that I'm still on the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Everybody
fine.
was in stunned. Everybody was in stunned silence there, so I was like, maybe I should ask. But yeah, as far as using like tablet monitors and higher powered PCs in these trying times, I'm not quite there yet. So it's not like I don't actually own the hardware necessary to run this crap. It's all sitting right here under my desk. But right now it's a footrest. I'm just trying to figure out why the power consumption is so high out of this power station. Anyway, let's get on with it before I lose power again.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, Adam, what do we got? What do we got? I hear we got vampire bunnies for Halloween.
Yes. Well, since we don't have a guest this week, we're doing a spooky season double feature. The first of which is, I suppose, this is a hard thing to ask because I'm not sure how much of a response you're going to get. But who is familiar with the vampire rabbit known as Bunnicula?
It was popular when I was in elementary school, middle school.
I don't remember it at all.
Though. I never read them because any of the books because that was when I was in the absolute peak of my avoidance of horror stuff.
I'm like,
due to trauma involving classmates reading the fucking scary stories to tell in the dark books.
Oh boy.
I mean,
adjacent to me.
I'm kind of impressed at the level of trauma here because I'll be honest, even as a kid, I couldn't
sleep with a mirror in my room for a decade.
I'm noting that, but I'm like, I actually read the first, but
I am currently aware and was vaguely aware at the time that the level of actual horror in Bunnicula is basically minimal. But I was avoiding everything that even looked like it.
Like I said, it's an impressive level of avoidance. Because
I mean, I didn't watch Friday the 13th until 2003. So,
I mean, I had an older brother, so I did not get that pass.
What it's worth, I still don't like horror stuff unless I'm with a bunch of other friends and we're joking about it. But I don't avoid Castlevania anymore.
Right. Anyway, getting back to what I'm trying to say here, Bunnicula, the vampire rabbit, is about the least kind of scary thing you can have and still be technically considered to be horror. Because if you're not familiar with what this series is about, it's literally about a bunny that drains the beta carotene out of carrots.
Yeah, actually, other vegetables as well. Bunnicula did not discriminate on vegetables.
True enough. I mean, I think the second book was about celery, but
the celery stalks at midnight.
Yep. Point is, the rabbit would go and drain vegetables of their juices, and yeah, it was weirdly ambiguous about it. The book would frame it: is this vampire rabbit actually a vampire rabbit? And really was kind of a whole bunch of who cares. I'll be honest, even as a kid, I wasn't particularly impressed with the Bunnicula book. But that transitions to what we're actually watching here. That is Bunnicula the Vampire Rabbit, which was adapted into an ABC weekend special, which aired on, ABC stations on January 9th, 1982. So this is going to be interesting to see how because the principal characters, not just the bunny, are animals. So we might be getting a case of Milo and Otis.
It's vaguely reminiscent of if Animal Farm were hosting the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
It's framed as a mystery.
Right.
And it goes on for 4 books.
Apparently the series went up to 7.
Really? Oh man.
All the way to the mid 2000s. Like, last book was published in 2006. Like, that's honestly an impressive run for a series as thin as this. But anyway, I think it's a time to get into it.
Halloween with the Addams Family, Monday at 3.
Oh man, there was a sequel called Bunnicula Meets Edgar Allan Crow.
Somehow I'm not surprised. Also worth noting, this special was created by Ruby Spears.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is music that tells you that the 70s weren't quite over yet.
Mm-hmm.
Les, if I said vampire, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Where can I hide my neck? Wait, the ABC Weekend Special.
I have a feeling that the scariest thing that we're watching in this is going to be that puppet.
A book by Deborah and James Howe. Well, what's a
Gonna
Bunnicula?
eat
You're
your
made out of
soul.
wood, you dummy.
A vampire. Is it true? There's one way of finding out. Let's watch. Okay.
Your
let's let
boo,
it
your
I see what
routine
you
is
did.
old and hackneyed, even in 1982. I guess it's an end. I guess it would have to be animated.
Oh, who's it gonna be?
Not connecting the dots there to other roles.
It's all Scooby-Doo actors.
That makes sense. Like, once again, Ruby Spears, they are the literal creators of Scooby-Doo. Not sure how involved they were on this TV special, but, you know, their production company made it, so the
Nice.
connections are there.
Can you move the mouse pointer off of the video,
Sorry.
Petty Pan?
Mr. Monroe, that's him on the left, is a scientist. Mrs. Monroe takes care of Toby, Pete, and Chester and me. But on the day all this started, she was more worried about her husband.
And the story is told from the perspective of the shaggy dog.
Yep. And the cat.
A lot of folks around here even think the plant is haunted.
Haunted? Well, now, I never believed in ghosts myself. Still, here at the Worldco food processing plant, something was very wrong. We're going to have to work on that freeze-dried vegetable program. Monroe, check with research about the latest developments they have. Look out! This accident...
Okay, I don't think
Oh,
the
oh.
Vampire Rabbit was behind that.
Yeah.
That was kind of the point, was that Bunnicula was fighting against, well, spoilers.
Right. That being said, I'm looking for a man in a rubber mask given the production.
What would you be able to tell?
I mean, seriously, this is some 70s ass Scooby-Doo ripoff looking stuff here.
Hanna-Barbera limited
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only I could make my animation look almost this good.
All the plant workers were going home for keeps.
Without that plant functioning, it's the end of this town.
Hey, Mom, Pop, look what we found.
Toby and Pete had found a shoebox in some tall weeds, and in it was a rabbit. Just a cute, fuzzy little bunny rabbit, fast asleep.
Oh,
Didn't even bother to hide the teeth.
And then the fire starts. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be like Bunny Tip Please or something like
Was that
that?
in Russian?
Well, maybe they couldn't read the note, but I could. There's a lot
Really,
of Russian movement on my
looked
face.
like.
It said,
Yep.
take good care of my baby.
Can we take him home and feed him? Dad?
Wasn't he a black and white rabbit in the book, not gray?
Plant closing, but I suppose so.
I think so.
Painting in cartoons is.
There was a full moon that night.
I mean,
The little rabbit slept all the way
Look,
to
it's
the store.
1982.
Monroe,
Accuracy
like
and
the
adaptation isn't a thing yet,
He's not asleep. He's gone.
especially given the animation studios on hand here. Like, you will get Superman test drawn 17 different ways, and you will like it.
Come on, we'll look up this aisle.
We looked all over.
I mean, even in video games, they had problems with it. That's why Link had pink hair.
At least I thought.
That's always puzzled me. It must have been a palette thing.
How we got over there, I'll never know. But
Like yellow wasn't in that palette or something.
hey,
Right.
Or even brown from the original.
Or green-haired Terra versus blonde-haired Terra from Final Fantasy VI. A debate that
Yes.
rages to this day.
They're coming this way.
I prefer emo Terra.
Hmm.
What you kids have done? That dog of yours, I'll
But that's a preference, not a demand.
True enough.
I really needed this tonight, too.
Now I'm waiting for the killer tomatoes to show up.
Found Bunnicula. Good boy. Are you okay, little bunny? Let's get him home. He looks scared. I just hope the man isn't too angry about what we did to his store.
Mr. Monroe had
Wah,
to pay
wah.
for 51 pumpkins, which didn't please him a whole lot.
I'm so glad to see customers leave in my whole life.
Sir, I just came across some of these in the bin. I never saw a white tomato before.
Neither have I. It's like all the juice was just...
Yeah, see, it started with tomatoes.
I wonder what could have
Yep.
caused this.
I mean, that's a pretty standard, like, vampire analog when you can't actually drain blood because you're...
They're red and round.
I found Bunnicula.
Yeah.
He sleeps in my room. You can keep smelly old Harold in your room.
At least I don't wear the same socks for 3 days in a row.
We'll keep the rabbit in here. That way neither of you will have it in your room.
The cat that looks like a fox.
Yeah.
Bunnicula. It sounds like Dracula. Tell me again about
Thank you for
Pinocchio
pointing that out.
We found it with the rabbit. It was
It's a
in
children's
the
book.
And it said,
Right, but that's
Adult,
that's the kind of condescending writing that's not good.
yeah. Well,
come on, Chester.
adults always assume children are dumb. It's like, weren't
Right.
you a child once?
I mean, that's kind of paste-eating dumb levels of writing. Like, yeah, it sounds like Dracula. But, like, I'm hoping that the 6-year-olds watching this would get that. You don't
They
need
were
to
paid
point
by
it
the
out.
word.
Ah,
I'd say paid by the letter because
I slept soundly all night. Chester didn't. In
It's
fact,
wasn't
it's like they had a.
book.
It's like
no idea.
it's like they had a running bet as to how many times they could get the word Dracula into the story.
I saw him, Harold. He rose out of the shoebox and snuck into the kitchen.
The rabbit snuck into the kitchen?
And I heard the refrigerator door open and close. I did.
You must have seen Mr. Monroe sneaking a midnight snack.
Not unless he wears bunny pajamas.
Now, when I said that they were Scooby-Doo actors, I meant the secondary and tertiary characters.
right. Well, I've not seen Casey Kasem and Frank Welker.
You're right.
Oh, white. And there's no juice left in it.
No juice in it. Like someone went into the refrigerator last night and sucked it all out.
But this cat's doing a damn good impression of Shaggy. Zoinks!
Are you sure?
Gee, I hope so.
He's working it real hard.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, that voice actor's probably worked as, like, some other, Scooby-Doo.
Wait. After these messages, we'll be right back. Sorry.
Ironically, that would be ahead of this. Like, that was ABC in, like, the late 80s, early 90s era.
So long, Jabba. Nice.
Oh, man.
Chewy.
The Return of the Jedi game from Parker Brothers. You assemble it yourself.
Don't hear about this one too much.
Show business.
What's wrong, Dennis?
I can't believe this.
Well,
I got
considering
my
the fact that
So?
Return of the Jedi hadn't come out yet, they were already merchandising it.
I mean, I hope you're not surprised. Because, like, if there's one thing Lucas always was, is very, very heavy into the merchandising.
Dead men can't sell action figures.
Back to our story.
That's what he famously said to Harrison Ford when Harrison Ford asked for Han Solo to be killed off in Return of the Jedi.
And I think that's a thing that's been proven wrong, because
And white lettuce and cucumbers too, all drained of every drop of juice. After a few days, they started turning up all over the
I mean,
block.
that's the central
Meanwhile,
focus of horror here.
more and more
Dry vegetables.
Hold still,
Mm.
hold still. I know the book I want is up here. I examined one of the white tomatoes, and I found teeth marks on the skin. One large tooth, perhaps like a rabbit's buck teeth.
Your tail's in my nose. I gotta.
I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure how this series got popular outside of cute bunnies.
Okay, and I
Because,
found the book I want.
Really, probably that.
like, and maybe safe for the littlest children kind of horror. Because otherwise, this is lame.
According to Gemini,
Everyone is upset about the plant closing.
George Lucas actually, the exact phrasing was, "There's no future in dead Han toys."
Talking through the plant.
Now they're upset about
Well,
white
they're
tomatoes.
certainly going to believe the AI bots. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
I was gonna make a joke about the carbonite thing, but he wasn't dead then.
We all turned in, all except Chester, that is.
Just Harrison Ford really, really wanted out of the Star Wars movies.
Harold, come here. The rabbit sleeps all day,
So do you. So do I.
and he has long pointed teeth like a vampire.
Well, Harrison Ford apparently confirmed it in a 2010 interview where he said that's what Lucas said. So,
The stalking at night to appease
I know, I'm just expressing my general disdain for
stories of demons at the plant.
LLMs.
oh, yeah, well, that's fine.
Okay, I'll prove to you.
Vampire rabbit. All right, back to the important thing here.
We'll stay awake in shifts.
It's kind of amazing how they're trying to sell as something is happening when nothing is happening.
Welcome to my laboratory.
Blah, blah, blah. The vampire turns into a bat and stalks his prey. And when he finds
We
it,
call this sequence, "We didn't have enough material to fill out the runtime."
meow.
I haven't got enough problems with the plant closing and all the weird vegetables. Now I got a crazy cat on my hands.
Like, what? Have you owned that cat for like 2 weeks? Something? It's a cat.
It was 2 hours.
Me
past
looking at
exactly.
my fucking 5-month-old kitten who may or may not be psychotic.
Okay, your
I mean,
Right.
the most unrealistic portion of the assertion is the idea that the cat was not neurotic before.
smells like
Yeah.
garlic.
It is garlic. It says in that book I read that garlic keeps vampires away.
You keep that stuff on, and you keep everyone away. Phew, wake me in 3 hours. While I was dozing, Chester got a bit too engrossed in his reading.
Oh yeah, I forgot the cat's name was Chester.
Harold, he's gone. Harold, wake up, he's gone. The bunny.
So presumably you would fashion a steak out of a carrot?
Come on, he must have gone out this way. We gotta pick up his trail.
Some mahogany.
Busy sniffing, I didn't notice a wire strung across the yard.
Technically speaking, the wood is supposed to be oak.
Or rather, his
because that is apparently the wood that was used to crucify Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, the cat tripped a tripwire.
Oh boy, a survivalist neighbor.
Now we'll find who's been turning our vegetables white. Within minutes, practically the whole neighborhood was out there.
This tomato has turned
Really?
white, and there are rabbit tracks around it.
The only rabbit in town is the one at the Monroes.
Yeah, Bunnicula. The one whose name sounds like Dracula.
Dracula?
Oh, everybody take a drink.
Oh, I want my liver to still function by dawn.
Okay, that means that the writer
Bela
thought that was a good
Lugosi.
line.
Can turn himself into a bat, right? Maybe he
Jeez.
can turn himself into any
No.
sort of rodent.
Everyone, remember that wolf I said I saw at the plant before they closed it? Well, Dracula can turn himself into a wolf, right?
That rabbit at the Monroes has something to
Oh,
do with it.
that's never been part of the myth.
Let's get that vampire rabbit.
I'm like, I'm glad to see that the congregation of medieval peasants is here for some reason.
I mean, I don't know. Alucard can turn into a bat, a wolf, and something else. So,
Mist.
mist, yes.
And yes, Dracula has always had the ability to turn into wolves or dogs as well as bats.
And mist. Like,
And sometimes
that's to get
spiders.
over
I think
water.
it's. I think it's general transmogrification.
It's usually into specifically vaguely creepy things.
You'll notice that I Calvin and Hobbes that. Oh man, Donkey Kong cereal.
Donkey Kong brand cereal has a sweet, crunchy corn taste. And boy, is it fun to crunch. It's part of this complete breakfast.
Ah,
Kids, you want to help get Donkey Kong? Give me a crunch. One more. Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong cereal.
Oh, and Charles Martinet hadn't even been voicing him yet,
like, that didn't happen until the mid '90s.
right?
The name of the game is Connect 4.
Gotcha. 4 cross. One more.
Man, Connect 4.
Object, Connect 4 of your
Yeah,
chicken
this
in
is
row
a
while
pretty
preventing
good
your opponent
typical
from doing
Connect
the
4
same. But
commercial.
look out, your
Is how I
opponent will
remember
sneak
it
up on
being
you and win the
advertised.
game.
I won. Where? I can't. Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
It's a pretty good game generally. It's
Connect
just
4, the vertical
Me-
checkers game from
meant to say Diagon Alley.
smaller go with the gimmick of being vertical
Now, back to our story.
and having that gimmick where at the end of the game you can dump all the things out the bottom.
Oddly satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
The neighbors all thought little Bunnicula
He
was
said.
the cause of the white vegetables and the cause of the accidents that closed the plant. We got there seconds
So,
before
what's the plan here?
Bunnicula was asleep in his shoebox, as if he'd never left.
I mean, if it is indeed a vampire bunny,
Monroe, open up! It's Hank from down the
Like,
street.
do they have a wooden stake? Are they gonna get a fence post?
oh, they've got an animation of his nose twitching.
All our vegetables white. And he caused all those disasters at the food processing plant.
Yeah. Hank.
Boy, the
If someone woke you up at
this
1
neighborhood
o'clock
has
to tell you
really
there
no
was a
fucking problems,
vampire
do they?
rabbit in your house.
Well,
Like,
I guess I'd
it's
think
one of
there
those
was
neighborhoods
bananas.
where spoiled vegetables is the biggest problem.
Hey, there's the rabbit. The dog and cat have him.
It's a conspiracy. C-O-N conspiracy.
And like, what the hell are they planning on doing if it Bunnicula fucking wasn't turning the vegetables white? Were they just gonna kill an innocent rabbit?
Wouldn't follow us in here.
Probably
I
make
mean-
him into stew.
Play with the rabbit. Come on.
It's just a rabbit.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the sinister element.
It's a rabbit, nature's snack food.
Oh, they dragged him through running water.
Also, it's night. Why is the vampire bunny sleeping?
It's all for show.
Quick, into this old drain pipe.
I mean, that's impressive show, given that.
I mean, they did.
Well, the least you could do is wake up. It's your life we're trying to save.
Our only hope
I mean, they did open the box in the daylight.
The idea of falling through this smelly pipeline.
Are you trying to get vampires, Lana? This is how you get vampires!
Don't press on, fella. You're gonna be all right. I figured we'd all be all right. What I didn't figure on was where that drain pipe was gonna lead.
This must be the basement of the food processing plant.
And we aren't the only ones who've come through this pipe either. These footprints are wet and recent. I didn't tell Chester.
How these animals inceptioned the humans into solving the mystery on their own
Okay, the coast is
is beyond me.
no sign of them.
It's best not to think about it. I mean, clearly the writers didn't.
Well, and of course the dog never gets credit for anything.
And if I smell what I think I smell, I know what caused all the accidents that closed this plant.
What?
It was that meth head, Terry.
They're called wolves. Let's get out of here.
I feel like you have bigger problems than drained vegetables now.
Yeah.
I read books, and they don't say anything about wolves harming cats.
Is it funny yet?
They don't say anything about wolves harming cats. Wolves are literally dogs.
Wolves will eat cats.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. There's your obligatory Ghostbusters reference.
This is no time to get talkative.
You never, ever actually see Bunnicula's activities in any of these books.
Right.
And there are
it's
9
all-
of them.
I mean,
I
that's
just
kind
looked
of
it
the
up.
point, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, keep it a little bit mysterious.
Quick, into that closet.
Ah, yes, the wolves are coming.
See, Bunnicula woke up and then they left him outside and they don't get to see how he resolves the conflict.
One little rabbit against 3 snarling, hungry wolves. Hardly seems fair. We were locked in the closet, and I still have no idea what went on outside that door.
I feel like in every person there are 3 wolves post coming about here. Okay.
Oh, so this is the magic repair I-beams from Superman 4.
So
Right
what the
on that
fuck, are they
level.
gonna can them?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's best not to think about where dog food comes from.
Alright.
it looks like the answer is yes, actually.
Oh man.
Poor little bunny, and to think I thought he was a vampire.
Chester, listen. That's an alarm. Someone, I don't know who, had unlocked that door. When we looked out, all 3 wolves were trapped in a vat with a lid on it. And as for Bunnicula, he was right where we left him.
What happened out here?
There's a perfectly logical explanation for this. And I wish I knew.
No, there isn't.
It's
Even among
weed.
vampire logic, this makes no sense.
The alarm brought the police. They took the wolves to a zoo and took us to the police station.
They took the wolves into custody and they each got 3 years.
And then we're made into soup.
Oh, God.
In 3.5 or Pathfinder, vampires get a real salad of abilities, and most of them are based off Dracula.
Sure are. Everyone goes
Right.
back to work Monday morning. Our town is saved.
None of this explains the white tomatoes.
No, but I think I know what does. This bag has been sitting here for almost 2 weeks.
It's a head of lettuce, but it's all moldy and wilted. Those are the vegetables we bought the night.
Oh,
we
so a
found it.
biohazard.
That's right. And since that night, has either of you bothered to feed Bunnicula?
I thought you were gonna feed him.
Oh, no.
I feed him.
Oh.
You found him.
You
That
both
bunny's
were-
dead.
If you're going to have pets, you have to take
No, he's only undead.
Poor bunny was probably so
Hmm.
hungry, he left his box in search of vegetable juices for nourishment.
But why just the juice?
Because he's just a baby.
Well, that explains the white tomatoes. They'll feed him regularly so he won't have to go roaming at night.
He looks so cute there. Imagine, I actually thought this was a vampire.
You and the neighbors all got carried
Hard to believe that
Yeah.
at the same time,
Vampire rabbit.
this production company was giving us Thundar the Barbarian.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And the implication being that all of this stuff about Bunnicula actually being a vampire and everything and solving crimes is actually completely unproven because the dog and cat were always locked in the closet and never witnessed anything.
Mom and Dad put
Right.
together strawberry shortcake with custard sold separately.
For my housewarming, I'm baking berry hotcakes.
Oh, man.
Hurry and take your bath.
I want a strawberry shortcake.
Off that bedspread. Welcome, everybody.
New strawberry shortcake, very happy home with furniture.
Why did you say it like that? That was weird.
The world may never know.
I hope the world never finds out.
I hope the world never finds me.
I kind of forgot it.
How about having a bowl of Rice Krispies and we'll give you a hand?
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Cash Patello's on the case.
So I'm fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could put a fucking sign in front of my house and you wouldn't find me.
Guess I got too keyed up.
Captain O.G. Reedmore here. An ordinary sidewalk on an ordinary day. But did you ever stop to think that you could get away, take a journey on a rocket, take a voyage on a ship?
Oh,
This is what
OG
they-
Reedmore.
Because reading is a trip. Explore a tropic jungle.
In the days before reading Rainbow.
Or reach the glacier's tip. Just read a book and off you go.
Reading Rainbow was concurrent with this.
Yes, is a trip.
Hmm.
And now, here are the hosts of the ABC.
Like, how far back does Reading Rainbow go?
I think to 1978. Let me double check here.
Vampire Rabbit, based on the book Bunnicula by Deborah and James Howe. Do you like vegetables, Les? Sure, I'm
I was
Yeah,
right.
1983. Never mind. You were right.
You know, I guess I'm not hungry.
I was also right about the puppet being the scariest thing here.
On the next episode, Clinton rescues a leprechaun.
Thanks for saving me.
Oh boy.
Grants his biggest wish.
I wish for all the
Okay, so I'm guessing this is what they did for St. Patrick's Day.
Possibly?
Either that, or they strangely predicted the Leprechaun series.
all the money in the world. I don't know what's going on. You wished for money, Clinton, not friends.
All the money in the world, based on the novel by Bill Britton.
No stereotypes
I
here.
read that novel.
Tomorrow, see the world's longest hot dog on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh,
Monday,
God, Ripley's
see
Believe It or
Terrence
Not.
in the Circus World Championships. And watch the world's strongest man try for a new record on That's Incredible. Tuesday, watch The Woman Who Willed a Miracle on the ABC After School Special. And now stay tuned for American Bandstand with Dick Clark next on ABC.
Oh man.
All right, so I guess I should get the
here-
other thing ready, or do we want to do some talking? Really?
We can do both. Like, because you gotta get the other video queued up, because I have to intro what we're
All right.
doing for video number 2.
Video number 2
that
is
is-
ready. After it fucking flashbanged me.
Anyway, so we're going to move forward about 8 years. If I'm remembering correctly, this series, Gravedale High, or Rick Moranis in Gravedale High, it's gone by both titles.
Mhm.
This was one of the last programs that NBC aired in their Saturday morning glory days.
Yeah, along with Camp Candy.
Yep. Captain and the Game Master. I think
The Back to the Future cartoon.
I think that was CBS.
Was it? Yeah, I guess so. If it's Paramount Pictures.
No, it would have been Universal. But also Paramount didn't own CBS at that point.
Well, it's interesting because Universal is NBC now. Right. They always had a close partnership before the merger.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe it was NBC. I don't remember seeing it NBC, but that's that series. Gravedale High, I definitely remember being on NBC, and indeed it was done by NBC Productions. Now, I'm not sure if we could quantify this as an actual celebrity vehicle cartoon, which is a specific type of cartoon. It stars this celebrity as this character, but named this celebrity. Like Chuck Norris in the Commandos, or even Jackie Chan Adventures did this.
There was a Mary-Kate and Ashley one, wasn't there?
Yeah. Like, I'm not like this series is touting Rick Moranis, but he's not playing Rick Moranis as a high school teacher in a monster high school. Yeah. I feel this is important because that means this cartoon is better than a celebrity vehicle cartoon. Not much, but it's not like Hammerman levels of bad.
And yes, the Back to the Future cartoon was on CBS, and it had Christopher Lloyd in the live action sequences at the beginning and end. But interestingly enough, Christopher Lloyd did not voice Doc Brown in the series. Tom Wilson was in it, though.
That is a very standard celebrity vehicle trope. You have the actor in the live action segments, but you don't have them voicing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would cost a lot more in terms of time
and money, and there might have been
it would cost a lot more money because it would involve them acting for a lot more time.
Well,
the point is, the celebrity usually wasn't doing the voice. I want to say that there are exceptions, but none are coming to mind. But before we
Tom Wilson did play all the versions of Biff.
Right, but he wouldn't be considered to be a celebrity voice actor in the way that Christopher Lloyd would be.
Ouch.
Am I wrong?
I'm not contradicting you. I just said ouch.
Right. Anyway, so we are going to be looking at the episode entitled Long Day's Journey into the Night. Bit of a tortured pun there. But get used to that. It's that kind of series.
I know I want that 30 seconds back.
Wait, is it Gurney is in the hospital wheelie bed, or Gurney is in something else?
It's Gurney as in a play on a joke of Journey. It sounds similar to Journey.
Right.
But yeah, as in the hospital bed, yes.
Because if it's for the hospital thingy, they spelled it wrong.
Anyway, we should probably...
They do that too.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually spelled it wrong in the episode. I think they spelled it wrong in the YouTube upload.
That's fair.
Anyway, let's move forth with Gravedale High.
Unless they were going for Greer, which is blood.
Like
they were really stretching for that pun.
I know.
All the school bells are ringing. Now it's time to begin. It's about our school that we're singing, where the misfits fit in.
At least this has some energy behind it. And trying way too hard to be hip with the kids.
Okay, I had to check, but the island is Guernsey. It's spelled the same except with an S before the end.
Still surprisingly catchy. We should check if Hayam Saban and Shuki Levy were credited.
Oh man, it was in stereo.
Which was a touting point at this stage. Like, stereo was actually fairly new in 1990.
Yeah, we didn't even have stereo inputs on our VCR. So he steps on the gas to stop.
It's an 80s cartoon. Like, what you're not going to get is them actually caring about the animation.
Playing in the faculty parking lot. See, you've lost
That's
another life.
that's what the joke about
And
the
how is
17
life
S's
treating you
of
this
Superman
morning,
was.
Mr. Schneider?
Because, dear God, animation was sloppy.
Thanks again for the personalized parking plot. I'm honored.
You've earned it. You took over a class of
Like I
misfit
said,
kids that I was ready to expel.
this is one of those series that's going to lean into a lot of horror puns.
Normal monster kids.
She always leaves her iron hand behind.
Keep up the good work.
It's a recurring joke.
And
Schneider,
really wants to fuck Rick Moranis.
does this one belong to you?
Are you okay? No, I'm not okay.
That is the subtext.
Uh-huh.
See, there's doors on this crate.
That's why she's going to pieces around him.
If I bust a bandage, I'm gonna sue.
Bring your
And
help, Will. I'll help you out.
right, fuck you, 80s tune for the fat shaming.
Sorry, Mr. Schneider.
That's
Because that
okay.
is what this bit is about.
I heal quickly.
Yep.
Oh, Frankenstein! I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. No way.
She's a mummy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just asking because
Presumably
she looks more like the what's name?
You're all right.
Michelin Man.
Gee, that means a lot. Coming from a monster like you, Mr.
That might speak
Boneyard.
more to the animation quality than anything else, or I guess the character design.
Hey, you forgot about me. What's the big idea? Let me out of here.
Sorry, Sid. Didn't notice you. Oh, that's the story of my life. Are you kidding me?
Sid, are you okay?
He does a Rodney Dangerfield impression all the time.
When you're an invisible kid, no one ever notices you. That's why I'm the class clown. Thank you so much.
It's actually kind of disturbing.
Oh, Invisible
Pretty funny,
Man
Sid.
and
But
Clown?
You don't have to be the class clown.
Yep.
I know you're here.
I mean, the premise here is they're not so different, these monsters. So this is happening.
But in the short time this series was on the air, the cat loses all of its 9 lives.
Yes, yes.
It's very
very, very popular. But that's not very needed. Actually, kind of disturbing.
I warned you about yelling in the hallway.
And the spirit of Tex Avery lives on.
There's a pin-up in there. And they zoom in on it. That's the best part.
Yeah, I
I had taught it for history.
Stealth
And
horniness.
2,000-year-old breath is murder.
Boy, wait till Schneider gets a load of this.
See how they punctuated that with the cat dying outside the window?
Trick joke.
This is rarely me.
Oh man, laptop.
And we get the
Thing with my snakes is
monster
Cleo.
versions of
Come
high
on,
school
Susan, I'll whip him
stereotype.
into shape before Vinny gets here. Cleo, how many times do I have to tell you I do not have a crush on Vinny Stoker?
Okay.
It's my diary. Get it back.
Sometimes I wonder if Vinny
Why did you
Stoker
leave
ever
your
knew
diary
I
on your
was.
desk in school? That is
Why is your
categorically a terrible idea.
Well, the question is, why did you bring your diary at all?
Did she actually
Gonna
call
do
it
it, leave it in
Butthead?
your locker or something.
What's going on here?
He swiped my diary.
Also, you can tell this is the first episode because we're introducing all the characters
Diary.
Hey, somebody lose a book?
in a way that is very obvious that we are introducing our characters to
Vinny
the audience.
Stoker, read that and you're dead.
I can live with that.
Badum
Glad you could
tish.
join us, Vinny.
Yeah.
Ow!
Ah!
Really?
Now that I've got everyone's undivided attention, we can begin today's class with a very
Southern
simple
Fried
question.
Zombie?
What do you want to be when you grow up? And in Frankenstein's case, I hope it's not an artist. Oh, I know what I want to be. Okay, Sid, you're on. Great, because that's exactly where I want to be. On stage, with a packed audience, standing room only.
So, how does employment work here?
Whoa, move over, Robin Williams, because here comes Sid the Invisible
Bro
Cop.
just
Whoa,
stripped.
Right.
Look, I think there's some kind of law out there that if you have an invisible character, at some point you have to make naked jokes.
I mean, like they didn't repeat this in My Hero Academia.
And Cleo here
Fair
is
point.
always grooving.
Also,
Rockin'
dear
OE,
God,
her
you can
mouth's
tell it's
always
the early
moving.
90s because we have a painful rap number.
Blanche has yards, a credit card. They're all expired, but so is she.
Also, obligatory Robin Williams impression.
Yeah. Now, this is bringing back memories of many a cartoon around this time that tried to do the exact same thing with about the same result. Just
So what is the stereotype? What is the stereotype with the money kid? Don't actually say it.
Come on, class. Let's hear it for Sid.
she's fat.
No,
Thank you for that warm
the money
applause.
kid, the blue kid.
You're a great audience.
Oh,
Fine, Sid. Now, let's hear from someone else. Well,
the
I'm just
Southern
getting
Belle?
warmed up.
or
I got lots of
No.
jokes.
I think
And what
the
about my
cheer,
Michael Jackson
the Medusa
impression?
cheerleader.
No.
Put a zipper on it, Sid.
The blue kid who's obsessed with money.
Okay, now that's enough. Settle down, or we're not going to accomplish anything.
Backwash from the
Forget
80s.
it, Teach. We're not supposed
Yeah, well.
to accomplish anything. Why do you think we're in this dead-end class, huh? I can tell you why I'm in this class. I'm here to teach. And
Oh,
as
they're
long
supposed to
as
be the
I am,
troubled
you're here
kid.
to learn.
Of course
And if
they
you can't
are.
handle that, Mr. Stoker, there's the
Johnny
window.
Hughes wants his
Whoa, Teach, hey, don't
his
bust a
premise
mud there,
back.
so I was just thinking out loud.
I don't think this is the only greaser vampire I've seen.
But there were some bodacious waves breaking down in the swamp.
Must be something about the usually black hair that's all.
I'm sorry, Sid, dude. Didn't
Another
see
sign
you.
of the times.
Hey,
California surfer dude.
Hey, Cleo, don't
Talks like a California surfer dude.
Well, glad you could join us, Gil. Now, let's continue our discussion on what we all want to be when we grow up.
I want my own dance club, the Snake Pit.
I want to be the wealthiest monster in the world.
And I want to
There.
marry the wealthiest
That
monster in the
character.
world.
Oh, that's
I'm getting a
Igor.
job in the cannery,
hmm
I want to do stand-up.
There was a more sinister stereotype at play there, but I'll let it go.
Fly into space.
I flew on a jet once, but the
Anti-Semitic?
turbulence made me lose my line.
Yep.
You mean like
Man, then all these people started crowding around me. I was so embarrassed,
about you, Vinny?
Oh, so clever.
Be one thing, Teach. Cool.
You don't get paid
That's like
for
the-
cool, kid.
That's like the worst Fonzie impression I've ever seen in my life. Just FYI.
Rabbi and the monster.
What's all the racket in here?
I mean, I think that's like half to 75% of the jokes here. Bad impressions of
No,
things.
really, there's nothing wrong. I was just... Don't interrupt. We're concerned about you.
Maybe we should take him to the school nurse.
She ran off.
What about a doctor?
He ran off with the nurse. Really, there's no need.
Then I'd better get him to community hospital.
Okay, that one was clever, show. I'll give you.
Human hospital.
What's your diagnosis?
What, the nurse ran off, the doctor ran off with the nurse?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's not incredibly clever, but it's definitely a cut above the monster
They should
puns.
coat his tongue so we can get a good look at him. Come on, boy. Open up.
Yeah.
Say,
The doctors are taking this
We need more
very in
tests.
stride.
I mean, if you have a monster high school in your community, you're pretty much used to this by now.
Hope I did the right
I
thing.
guess.
Maybe I
I
shouldn't
guess,
let Sid
because
all alone at the hospital.
usually the setup is the monster goes to the human place and they freak out.
Yes.
I believe the joke was that they either don't know.
She's supposed to be.
Would you care to join me?
This is
It
just
is
pure
What?
Adams Family
Sturge.
stuff here.
But there's no way I can relax until I find out if Sid is
I was
alive.
going to say that in the particular case of this series, I believe that the conceit was that the humans don't recognize the monsters as monsters.
well, if you
So they're just baffled by
it's
them.
all Schneider's fault. Sid probably caught some nasty disease.
Hey, that's
from
life
you.
number 5.
I told you not to hire a human.
Cat would probably be
Whatever
fine.
happened to Monster Pride?
Ignore him, Mr. Schneider. We're not all human haters like Coach.
So the headmistress is also a vampire, and that's a Frankengirl.
Vampire with an iron hand for some reason.
Yeah.
It's almost visiting hour at the hospital.
Isn't iron problematic for
Take some of Sid's
vampires
classmates over to see him.
in some lore?
Not usually.
No, that's more the Fae.
It's open.
Mm, yes.
I mean, sometimes, insofar as that vampires and fairies have a significant overlap in the kind of bullshit that they have issues with.
I think you might be thinking of Silver, Mac.
Silver is werewolves, but sometimes vampires.
Sometimes vampires, Silverbolt can also work on them.
Silver is holy, usually. Iron is anathema to the supernatural and magic, especially.
Typically wrought iron.
I think I'll take a little dip. I need to practice my cannonball.
These bathing suits are absolutely scandalous.
Or
Don't
would
jump
be-
in, Engelberg. You'll flood the whole valley.
That's going to be the joke. Like, as is the standard for the time, all of the jokes around the fat character are going to be about how fat she is.
No, some of them could also be about her being unappealing or nerdy.
Do that? You really thrashed that boar.
The point is that the stable is quite narrow.
Yes.
And demeaning.
No way, Jose. Humans are
That's the
creepy,
more
man.
important part.
You couldn't even pay me to
Which
go.
is an ironic statement on my part.
Looks like we're not going.
I'm really surprised.
Goes to the beach, still wearing the leather jacket because that's the kind of guy he is.
But I
Yeah.
guess you're just looking out for yourselves.
Whoa! Teacher dude, overboard!
I mean, it's a toxic swamp, so there's pretty much zero chance that he's going to survive unscathed, right?
Which is weird because monsters generally aren't associated with, like, pollution, usually, except for a very few of them. Like, you're more likely to get a monster that's like nature's revenge for pollution.
Boneyard, step on it, man. Mr. Schneider seems to be going into shock. I'm afraid this may be serious.
I'm like shocked myself. Teacher dude is looking way trashed.
Oh, great. That's all we need is another Gravedale stiff for a teacher.
I hope he has a good life insurance policy.
Hey, yo, up there, Boneyard. Shake a leg. This ain't no funeral. Yet.
Yeah, if we don't get Mr. Schneider to the hospital quick, he might not make it.
I'm not used to driving on human roads, Cleo. I must observe and follow their peculiar habits.
I'm not sure what he is.
I want to say
Scarecrow, creeper, very well put together zombie.
maybe Flesh Golem.
I mean, that's Frankenstein. He doesn't have any stitches.
Something wrong, officer?
Okay, wise guy.
He just looks like
for running that red.
an old guy.
We're going to the hospital.
Holy Toledo! A busload of accident victims. Follow me. I'll give you an escort.
Maybe a zombie?
Like I said, if
I
he's a
don't know.
zombie, he's very well put together.
No, we're right on time. Visiting hours have just started.
He's recovered. It's a miracle.
Whoa, mega miracle.
Mac has
Hey,
been
that
popping
was
in
no
and out.
miracle. Teach tricked us into coming here. That's cool.
Yeah,
It might
As long as we're all here, let's drop in
related
on
to his power issues.
Or
yeah,
he's
he
left
might have
again,
lost
yeah.
power again.
Perfectly safe.
Oh, really? Then why are you fellas dressed for a nuclear meltdown?
Just as I suspected.
Yes, I'm afraid we'll have to remove his tonsils. Tonsils? Ouch, babe. I'm out of here, and I mean that.
If I catch any human germs in here, Mr. Schneider, you're going to hear from my attorney.
Hospitals hold bad memories for me, JP. Last time I was
Okay,
in
I'll give Igor credit practicing social
Know you kids are a little nervous, but
distancing
just think how happy
practices
Sid will be when he
before
sees your
they
faces.
were in vogue or wildly hated.
Like, that old guy looks almost exactly like the bus
This is
driver.
Sid's room.
Yeah.
That's Sid's stuff. Sid's not
I
here.
mean, it's not shocking that
Sid?
this
Sid, are you in here?
show
At
is
least you like
having
the clothes.
problems in character
Cold and
rendering.
soggy, just the way I
I mean,
like
look
it.
at it.
You kids stay here.
It's a very
I'll go find the nurse.
typical animated program of the
Ew,
time.
smells like your new
Very
perfume
cheap,
blend.
very
Really, it does.
sloppy,
Well, I'm
very
glad.
limited.
Actually, this mixture appears to be a medicinal solution of magnesia mixed in with pink dye number 16.
You can't say Pepto-Bismol
Whoa, this stuff tastes
unless they
like
pay us.
surfboard wax.
There's
What are
Pepto
these
on the
doctor
bottle.
dudes trying to do to that poor little
Not
invisible
Bismol, but
kid?
Pepto.
Waste
Right.
him. We gotta find Sid, man.
I say we split up and look for him. No one's taking out my tonsils. Exit. Via stage left. Galloping all the way.
So when it's most
Snagglepuss.
advantageous,
Invisible man, please don't hurt us. We're just kids.
Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
I'm a
kid,
kid
if you
too.
want to hide,
I'm
take off the
invisible.
fucking... What are they
I'm very
called?
ticklish too, darling.
hospital gown.
Hey,
No,
you're
the
not
the
scary.
every
You're funny.
he did it literally in the episode.
Bet you've
Yeah.
never seen an invisible Michael Jackson
No, the
jump.
hospital gown, there's another word for it that I was thinking, but yeah.
Thank you for that warm massage.
These are some easily entertained kids.
Too bad you're gonna be my last. I understand you haven't seen him, but you couldn't have seen him because he's invisible. Yo, Sid. That's cool.
Mac's back.
Yay.
A snack bar. Cool.
Sydney, where are
That's an
you?
old chestnut.
What is this burn victim doing
Vampire
walking
goes
the
to the blood
halls?
bank.
Look at these bandages. Oh, I'll bet they haven't been changed in years.
2,000 years, and let me go. I have to find Sid. Ah, baby.
See again, humanity is completely oblivious to the otherkin.
Until they
Medusa
are.
is just scary, not like...
Well, the babies, yeah.
Yeah, like she hasn't turned anyone to stone yet.
Well, I can't find
Right.
Sid, but at least I can do some shopping.
And yeah, I'm not
Oh,
exactly
Sid,
sure what
you
she's
shouldn't
supposed to
on your
be.
feet. Here, let me help you.
I'm not 100% sure, but she's
What service?
coded stereotypically Southern Belle Black. which is weird.
Not black, Southern Belle.
Look at her hair.
On the sciatic nerve, causing severe back spasm.
That's why I was surprised. That's why I was surprised that Rick Moranis was allowed to snatch her hat.
Check this out, little dude. I'm hanging 6. Whoa, look out, geezer, dude.
Like they were trying to be ethnically diverse in their stereotypes in this era.
It's a bit before that.
You were right, Mr.
We're
Snyder. There was nothing
we're a
to be
bit
afraid of.
before
Hospitals
we
are
get
free.
the
I got 'em
diversity
totally right
range
for
in
free.
children's cartoon. You know, Captain Planet and like.
I got to make a diagnosis.
I got to chirp the babies in the maternity ward. And I got to do some shopping. Really, I did.
Tyrannical time, kill dude.
This hospital place is the best, man.
No, don't tell us. You're here to visit the invisible kid who just had his tonsils out.
Tonsils out? Sid, you're the greatest. But you better rest your voice.
Thanks. You kids want to try some monster ice cream?
You're so funny.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Snyder?
You did it, Sid.
No, that joke was
Standing
kind of
room
lame.
only.
Even
That's why I gave it the raspberry.
Yeah.
God, it was Hanna-Barbera.
One of your favorite rap artists has a new
Yeah.
show on NBC. So get ready to rap with Kid.
We're the
and
masters
Play,
of limited
Wondering
budget
Why,
animation.
Only on NBC.
One of the masters. Can't forget. Although I think by this point, Filmation was quite dead.
They died in 1994
So,
when they were bought out by DreamWorks.
No. Filmation, I want to say, was bought out by L'Oreal. Yeah. That's a whole history right there. But yeah, so Gravedale High. It was definitely a cartoon of the age. Honestly, I think that's why it died so quickly. Because it's not doing anything particularly interesting. Like, combining monsters and humor. We had the Addams Family and the Munsters decades ago. And this series wasn't really doing that in an interesting fashion. Rick Moranis is here, but he's not doing anything interesting. I will say it had more energy than the first thing we looked at, but this was definitely one of the millions of cartoons that came out that year, so to speak. Anyway, I think that means we shift over to entertainment news.
All right, I have a little update on the sequence of events there. The company was called Classic Media, and then DreamWorks bought them out in 2012.
Yeah, that's what you were thinking of. Like, anyway.
Yeah, they were dead by this point. Group W Productions closed their doors on February 3rd, 1989.
Yep.
It's hard to keep all this stuff straight. Too much stuff happens. It's really a commentary on the meaningless of the passage of time.
Possibly. I mean, like Hanna-Barbera wasn't long for the world after this.
A thousand years from now, will anybody remember anything we've said?
If we live that
Anyway.
long, we'll let you know.
Yeah, you'll let me know. Get genetically manipulated by lizard people to live that long.
Yeah.
Anyway, entertainment news it is, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. So where to start? Well, I guess we'll start with Sony, as they have formally announced production of the Mitchells versus the Machines 2. And this is why I wish Kevin were here, because
I was going to say, I believe I recall hearing that movie was good, but I haven't seen it.
I caught it when it was new, which was 2021. That was supposed to be the flagship movie out of the Netflix deal.
Okay.
And it seemed to do well. Netflix made a really big Oscar push, but this is actually a bit of a surprise, because I don't think many people had this movie getting a sequel. And like I said, there's not much more to say beyond that, other than the creative team is going to be a bit different. As in, the original director isn't returning. I think the one who wrote the thing is stepping into the director's chair, so that could cause some issues. It's just way too early to say, other than they are doing a sequel to a reasonably successful film, but not the tentpole that Sony was thinking of. It was going to be, at least with the first one. Maybe the second one does better. It's they were thinking it was in the slot that the Spider-Man movies, or I guess now K-pop Demon Hunter, occupies. Speaking of which, the merchandise train is rolling along, and I do have a bit of a rant here, based on some of the stuff I've seen on social media. That is because, at long last, the action figure and doll licensing has been worked out. In that both Mattel and Hasbro have signed on to be co-master licensors around the world.
Because of course they have. Those are the only two companies that are left, it feels like. I know not literally, but it feels like it.
I mean, that ignores Playmates, and I'm pretty sure Bandai's still there. Takara Tomy is still existing.
Yeah, but they're mostly in Japan. I know they do worldwide stuff, but
yeah, they do the worldwide stuff under the Tomy brand. But yeah, obviously, in terms of toy producers, number one, number two in the world are Marvel and sorry, I keep saying Marvel when I mean Mattel. But Marvel and Hasbro. But yeah, they've signed on to finally deliver unto the world the K-pop action figures and dolls and that kind of merchandise that has long been craved by the masses.
I just hope they get both action figures and fashion dolls.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying here. If I'm remembering correctly, I think I'm trying to look up the details here, because I don't have the article. Because I'm trying to get the breakdown of who got what. There we go. Because that is actually important. There we go. Yeah, co-master toy licenses. Yeah, Mattel and Hasbro's partnership will introduce an eye-watering amount of K-pop Demon Hunters toys, collectibles, games, and role-play products. Hasbro Games, Wizards of the Coast, Furby, and Nerf are all part of the Hasbro side of the thing. So Magic the Gathering. Possibly
Possibly
K-pop.
also Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I was about to say. And also Monopoly.
Oh, of
because,
course.
Like I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. Mattel is going to be doing. Okay, Mattel is apparently going to be doing the dolls, the action figures, the accessories, all of the actual action figure stuff.
Okay.
It looks like Hasbro's like taking board and card games and stuff like that.
I guess that's a cleaner division than having Hasbro do the boys' toys.
It does make sense because Mattel is no stranger to doing boys'
Yeah, they do
toys.
Hot Wheels and plenty of other boys' toys too. It's just the
Universe.
They have the most publicity on their girls' products.
Right.
Mostly because Barbie.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Huntrix girls are going to be styled in the Barbie fashion. Because they would have the molds and everything. We may even get K-pop Hunter Barbie. It wouldn't be the strangest use of Barbie. No, and not when I remember that troll Barbie exists. That is seriously a thing that was made at one point.
As in the trolls with the belly gems and the long hair?
Yep.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, ultimately, that could just be a Barbie with a belly button piercing.
Yeah. No, she had the hair.
Okay, with the belly button piercing and then the hair that go up.
Not the belly button piercing, but she had the hair. Or at least that's what was emphasized in the commercial. Right.
I suppose that's more memorable about the wacky hair is more memorable about the trolls than the fact that they all had.
Yeah. Anyway, in terms
gems.
Anyway, so what we have here is a situation of history repeating itself. The obvious parallel is Star Wars, but also of all things, Toy Story suffered this as well. Where we have a property that wasn't expected to do much business, if at all, and then suddenly became the hottest thing in the universe. And all of a sudden, everyone's left scrambling to bring product to market.
Hopefully, they won't be selling IOU several action figures that weren't produced yet things for Christmas this year.
I mean, thankfully, we've moved beyond that, but the idea is kind of the same. Because you know what you can do at this very moment? You can pre-order the toys online. See, this is why they don't need the empty boxes. Because it's not 1978 anymore. Or technically, yeah.
Oh, right. The internet's a thing now.
Yes. And pre-ordering stuff is, let's be honest, routine. Like, the pre-ordering stuff is honestly, if you're not doing that, that'd be more notable. It's just not exactly sure how much of this merch is going to be coming out by the time Christmas hits, especially in light of things like the tariffs and the trade war. Those are probably going to be factors in, are you going to be able to get the Huntrix action figures on Christmas Day, or is it going to be coming in March? Once again, that is very Star Wars. still, and to address what I wanted to rant about, I saw some comments around the internet about why are they bothering? The hype for the movie is going to be dead by then. I'm like,
They're doing more.
Right. Okay. Like there's a few problems with this. Okay, this movie has built up such a cachet of not of like trying to think of the word. Not a cult of personality, but like it's more than just a product that was hyped up and then left the consciousness. It hit upon the zeitgeist. And, they're bringing toys because people are still hyped up about the movie. They're still hyped up about the soundtrack. Like this movie is still doing business. Like it's heading back to theaters. The weekend of Halloween, and it's hitting AMC theaters, which is actually another news item I wanted to address here, because AMC has rescinded their policy on Netflix films, or films have to premiere in a theater first in order for them to pick it up, because K-pop Demon Hunters is doing so much business, even in its limited capacities, that AMC just can't ignore that money train. That's how big this movie is.
Yeah.
And to suggest that it's pointless to unleash the onslaught of merchandise because the hype may tamper down in however many months is just the kind of thinking that led Sony to give up the merchandising rights to Netflix in the first place. Is very stupid thinking. Like, the demand is definitely there. Hell, the number one song is still like golden.
I think I heard that like Taylor Swift dropping an entire album knocked them off the hot list, but yeah.
I think they climbed back up. See, once again, this is where Kevin is really helpful because he's the one who charts all this kind of data. The overall point is the mania is here. And yeah, okay, they didn't strike while the movie premiered. But, they are still trying to strike while the iron is hot, people. And it's also, taking toys and making things takes time, right? Especially if you want them halfway decent. Now,
wait, you don't just take apart a bunch of GI Joe figures and repaint them?
I'm like, depends on the level of toy.
That's an oddly specific beef that I have with a former content creator that was trying to steal our works. I think you may remember that one, Adam.
Actually, I don't remember that offhand. Like,
I'll remind you of the web ring after the show.
Right.
I'm not going to air that grievance on the air 20 years later.
Yeah, but the point is, like, even if you were doing that, that's kind of like the cheapo GI Joe figure level, as the one where the O-rings wear out after like 3 months. Because remember, we're living in the world where there are several levels of toys. Like, you get the toys that are actually for children, and then you got the $150 statues. that are meant for the collector or whatever.
They're not even always statues. Sometimes they're still very much like functional as toys, just way more expensive.
Well, that's another. Well, yeah, that's another branch of toys. You either get the statues or the very articulated action figures. Like, they have all of the movement and in all of the joints, which is why they cost so much. The point is complaining that they're a little late in getting the cheap merchandise and the expensive merchandise on the store shelves, and they're going to be just out of luck in selling this stuff is, I think, a misplaced fear. I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, nothing is for certain. There's a chance that the merch will sit on the store shelves, depending on when it hits. But, saying that the hype has burnt out on this film is just an objectively wrong statement at this point. And yeah, they are also going to do what Disney does and have additional content in between movies. That's what they did with Frozen, for example. Like they did that Olaf short that premiered. I forget what movie it was, but that's the thing that Disney does, and Netflix and Sony are going to be doing the same thing. So, anyway, shifting focus to something completely different, and that is sports ball.
Sports ball.
Yeah. Specifically, American football, the gridiron, because the NFL has, or specifically the owners have approved of a multi-million-dollar Disney deal. That this is the finalization of a thing I think we mentioned some weeks back, where the NFL is going to be selling the NFL Network and associated media assets to Disney in exchange for a 10% equity stake in the Legacy Sports Network, which is presumably coming from the Disney side of the equation. Because an important footnote in ESPN is Disney is only the majority owner of ESPN. It's a joint venture between, well, it's been several partners, but Disney and the Hearst Corporation. Hearst owns 20%, Disney owns 80%. So presumably under this new deal, Disney will own 70%, the NFL will own 10%, and Hearst will still own 20%. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do to the overall business makeup of ESPN, if anything. But clearly the NFL is seeing that as very valuable, considering that they're trading all of their in-house media assets to get a equity stake. Also worth noting, the NFL will regain control of 4 regular season games that were previously aired on NFL Network, and also Monday Night Football will no longer air on ABC and ESPN at the same time. Presumably, I'm guessing that's just ESPN only. Honestly, the article is not clear on what they mean by this. Anyway, ESPN platforms would license an additional 3 NFL games per season to air on the NFL Network, and adjust its game schedule to have 4 games, and the NFL Network will continue to present 7 games per season. And as previously mentioned, the ESPN will be taking over NFL Network, the Red Zone channel, and NFL Fantasy. but the league will continue to operate NFL Films. I think that's the most important thing here because NFL Films has a very particular style. If you've seen an NFL film, you know it. NFL Plus, NFL.com, the NFL Podcast Network, and the NFL Fast Channel, and the official sites for the league's 32 clubs. So, seems like a good business arrangement. Once again, this is where Kevin helps out in this field because he's the one who has very strong sports opinions. Not just about sports teams, but sports networks and stuff. To me, I'm like, okay, that's a good bit of business.
Right.
Speaking of, and this is your transition to the formal announcement that Warner Brothers Discovery has officially announced they are for sale again. I'm like, yeah.
This is my shocked face. This is once again my shocked face.
I honestly think that Warner Brothers may be the most bought and sold studio of them all. Which is actually
they put. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's actually impressive considering the amount of times MGM has been bought and sold.
Amazon seems to be holding on to them pretty firmly.
Yes, and making like they have full control over the James Bond license now, which cost a lot less than what the initial reports were reporting. If you recall, it was mentioned in the news some months back that Amazon had bought out the James Bond partners, Eon Productions and the Broccoli family, for like $1 billion. But here's the thing: Eon Productions actually filed with the British government recently the actual amount, and it's substantially less. Want to guess how much their price was? $20. Sorry, $20 million.
Not $20. Really? If it was $20, I would have bought James Bond.
Yeah, no shit.
No, $20. That meant they wanted to. Something else was going on here, and they had to attach a monetary value to the transaction because legally you have to attach a monetary value to a business transaction.
And moving money around inside companies still involves transactions even.
There's been a lot of problems. There's been a lot of problems since the elder Broccoli passed away with Eon Productions. The daughter Barbara, who took over Eon Productions during the late Pierce Brosnan era, I think it was. There was always an implication that the company was struggling because, I mean, you really can't make a movie company based solely on James Bond without a lot of tie-in media, and they just didn't have that.
They did it back in the day, but
also
then
the popularity of James Bond as a concept comes and goes.
Yeah. Well, Adam, what were you saying?
They did have that in the early Daniel Craig era, because James Bond games were coming out on the regular up until 007 Legends. I don't know, completely bombed so bad that Activision gave up the license and nobody picked it up until IO Interactive.
Interesting. That could be part of it.
Yeah. Well, it's also the Daniel Craig movies got more and more unwatchable.
Oh, I know. I watched Quantum of Solace and I saw Skyfall in the theaters, but then after that, it felt like that ended an arc right in the middle. And then the last two movies after that were kind of like, huh?
Well, there were a lot of problems on Quantum of Solace because that was done during the writer's strike, and very famously, Quantum of Solace didn't have a script. and after Skyfall, they tried to do the Marvelization of James Bond, and it didn't work out.
Well, Spectre was. I couldn't bring myself to go see it.
From what I've heard, you didn't miss anything.
That's a shame. That's a shame because I mean Daniel Craig really did bring something. Craig,
Yeah.
make sure we get that diphthong pronounced correctly. I don't want to get corrected by him like he did on Stephen Colbert. It's not Craig, it's Craig.
Yeah.
He did bring something special though. I mean, he kind of really brought it back to the original basics.
Yeah.
And I think that was another reason why he insisted that his version of James Bond be killed off was because it was just getting too silly.
That he's just tired of it.
Yeah. Well, how many times did he break his ankles and knees trying to do those jumps and stunts?
Yeah, and he was James Bond for a pretty long while there, like from 2007 to what 2021.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as long because there wasn't as much stuff coming out.
Yeah,
he was tied with Roger Moore with 6 films,
which is not a bad run.
Mm-hmm. I think it was 6 films. Was it 6 or 5?
I think it was 6. Let's see. It was Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall.
And then we had Spectre and
Spectre. Like,
was there one between Skyfall and Spectre?
I'm trying to remember. Like, what was no?
Research on the fly, folks.
I research. Let's see. No Time to Die.
I guess that explains why I never really liked his Bond stuff, though, because I've always liked it when it's silly.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want silly, that's definitely the Roger Moore era after The Spy Who Loved Me. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. No, it was 5.
Okay.
Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. It's just there is a gap between Spectre and No Time to Die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did also. I mean, well, No Time to Die came out at just as lockdown was ending.
Yeah. But Spectre was 2015. No Time to Die was 2021. Like.
Yeah.
You know,
it's different. It was an interesting franchise. It's an interesting franchise. I think Craig was having a problem with it, similar to what Sean Connery experienced after Diamonds Are Forever. Was he's like, look, I'm just getting too old and too fat to do this, and they said, come on, just one last hurrah, yeah. You know, and he's like, oh, all right. Because I mean, how many interviews did he say, I hate James Bond? Just kidding. Coming back for another. Right.
Well, he certainly seems to have been having a lot more fun being Benoit Blanc. So,
yes,
we're talking in the Knives Out series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By the way, the next one of those is coming out in December.
I mean, I love Rian Johnson as long as he stays away from Star Wars. And I still give credit to The Last Jedi for being highly subversive. It really turned the franchise on its ear, but it had more hot plot holes than a Swiss cheese factory. Even though I understood it, I'm not a Philistine who didn't understand the art. I just questioned some of the decisions.
I mean,
you know.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah. But Knives Out was great. I remember one of his earlier films, Looper, with what's his name? What's his name from Third Rock from this? Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I
and
cited
Bruce
that
Willis.
I cited that movie not too long ago.
Yeah,
Baby's Looper.
Mm-hmm. I love his edgy little sci-fi films and his murder mysteries and stuff like that. It's very, it's like much funnier Agatha Christie, and I think that's what he was going for, and it's very entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently,
or more, maybe more Poirot, than
Poirot
could
is
see.
Agatha Christie.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, but I was narrowing it down more specifically.
Yeah. Anyway,
funnier Poirot, yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know if Miss Marple is more humorous.
Yeah.
I think
Anyway,
it is.
Yeah, the next Knives Out mystery, Wake Up Dead Man, is coming on December 12th on Netflix. It is hitting theaters on November 26th. So something to look for during the Christmas season. Like,
okay.
Anyway, yeah, so we have reached 1:30, and I think we've covered quite a bit of entertainment news this week. So
Yeah. Well, we made up for the fact that we kept having to skip it due to the
yes.
due to the scheduling conflicts.
Well, yeah. No, anyway, so what's coming next week?
Okay, so it looks like we have Jesse Pingano, if I'm saying that right. Pingano?
Possibly.
I'm working
Depends
on my
how French it is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I'm deciding how French this is.
The client list at my work is, I live in Maine. There's a significant French Canadian population in Maine. I'm always guessing how these people's names are actually pronounced.
Yep. So anyway, Jesse Pingano of Tab Creations, developer and publisher of role-playing games and card games, including Shadows over Soul, Age of Ambition, Against the Dark, Yogi, and more. Now, did you want to add any flavor or insight to that, Adam, based on your research of the guest?
Not at this stage.
Okay. So we're kind of back to we're kind of sticking with the overarching theme of tabletop games and role playing.
It just kind of worked out that way. But I think that's.
I don't have a problem with it because we really kind of overlooked this over the years on this show. So I'm kind of glad that we're covering a wide swath of it because we're getting some pretty good variety with this, I think.
Yeah, it's also this is a thing that Gallix and Petty are versed in to a greater extent than we are. So it helps out them.
Well, and again, I like having diversity of interest for the cast as well as for the guests. It's kind of important to me because I don't want anybody to feel like they're, to put it in Star Trek parlance, a Captain Dunsel.
Right. But we should, we'll be switching off after this week, looking at the schedule, to other things.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully this guest is more communicative than our last one because it's not that we heard any negativity. It's just radio silence, as far as I've understood.
Yeah, that's pretty much been it. So I don't know what happened there, but
so hopefully we can reschedule that if they come out of the dark and back into the light.
Yeah, they actually have to respond to my messages.
It might be one of those things where it's just time zones.
Could be.
But
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but as far as next week's guests, they've already confirmed.
Beautiful.
For next week.
All right. Not that we have any trouble figuring out content on this program, but I just we do bill ourselves as an interview show, so when we don't have an interview, it is disappointing.
Believe me, I feel the disappointment most of all because I'm usually the one who's guiding the people to the show.
Right. Well, it was an entertaining show, and we were able to at least get some good information from the entertainment side of things. So I think that's, as you said, a good place to wrap up. Be sure to tune in next week on November 5th for October 29th for Jesse Pingano. We'll get a correction on that at the pre-show. We'll get clarification on that in the pre-show next week, but I'm looking forward to it, and we'll be here next week. So, since I'm not 100% sure how overcast it's going to be and whether or not I will have enough power to do so, I'm not guaranteeing that I will be here tomorrow for Overwatch. I am still kind of behind on getting the money together for paying back my arrangement with my former employer. That's a whole story that I'm really not publicizing very much. But I do have to keep moving on that, so I'll be rolling out, and so not streaming tomorrow probably works out for the best. But hopefully we will be back Monday with Blue Mondays on Mac Paladin's Retro Gaming Emporium, and Final Fantasy XIV with me and Petty Fan on Tuesday, and of course MSP. So until then, I'm your host, Mac Paladin. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, kids.